once you get to level 26, I'm going to attack my fortress, okay?
Okay.
There's such a thing called as an online conquest. It's going to look like a fortress symbol, but it's going to be yellow, it's going to be orange, and it's going to be literally on the mini map nearby the fortress, okay? Towards the front of the fortress, okay? It should be by this work area place where you're going to see a bunch of orcs just working on wood and everything. And it should be on one of the buildings, okay? Now, when you press on it, essentially this is the screen that's going to show up. It's going to look like this, okay? And then I'm taking screenshots for now because I can't go online and show you it anymore. Then when you go down, when you go press right on the D-pad, it's going to say friendly conquest, and then that's when you're going to look at this screen right here, and that's when you're going to know you're on the, when you're looking at what I'm looking at. I'm pretty sure I can do share play right now with this internet, but I'm not sure because it's mobile hotspot, so it might even run my internet down to the ground. And I only have 15 gigabytes of hotspot, so I'm not trying to waste it all at one go. Unless if I start getting a job and start paying for Wi-Fi myself and get my router up. So that's what the online conquest is going to look like in the first screenshot when you enter it in the beginning. And then the second one is when you go to the right on the D-pad, or right on with the left analog stick, you're going to see the friendly conquest screen. That's when you can attack your friends that are on your PlayStation friends list. You can attack their fortresses. So, essentially, you're going to attack mine on Nurnin. This is the Nurnin online conquest area. So, get
The area
a strong
I just unlocked.
Exactly. Get a bunch of captains. Put them in the siege upgrade area so that way, like, make sure they're powerful too. They have like good perks. Don't put Bruce the Chopper because you don't want to lose him trying to attack my fortress. And attack my fortress, okay? When you get to level 26. Now listen carefully. This is the part that you want to listen to. That's very careful here.
Precious
Is your just.
I was yelling at my dogs to go outside.
Yeah, I know. I was waiting for you for when you're sound and ready to listen again. Essentially is you're not going to take victory over my fortress. You don't have to in order to get these captains. You just need to beat both of them up because there's only two. They're the only two guarding the front door entrance. They're literally right there at the front door with an army of Uruks. You just need to beat them up till they turn green above their head. Then after that, you'll hold circle, you dominate them, and then you're going to press X to recruit them, and they're yours. And then after that, it's going to give you more options after you recruit them. You're going to press square to retreat, so that way they get the fuck out of there. Then after that, you're going to go after the other one. You're going to do the same thing, and you're going to make. And then after that, when you're done, once you capture both of them, just get yourself killed, and those are your captains. They'll show up in your garrison, okay? Because you don't need to win in order to keep them. Whoever you capture, whether you died or you survived, they're gonna be in your garrison no matter what because you captured them. You made them retreat and go back into the garrison before you died, okay? And then after that, you go back to your own army. You see those open slots of captains that you probably killed or you didn't kill yet. Guess what? You put those captains from your garrison into the army by pressing square on those empty squares, and if not, then you go directly to your garrison. You go ahead and press on those captains. They're going to be epics, both of them, so that means they're going to be orange. And then after that, you're going to go ahead and deploy them, and in which case they're going to have to go in a pit fight against another captain, and they may or may not survive. And if they do, captain died, and they become a new captain in that area on your army. Remember, they both have epic grog call, so that means they can call the fucking grog to the fight. So you gotta be careful with them. They ain't gonna be lightweights out here. They're gonna be pretty brutal. Pretty powerful.
Here's my question. What are they weak
Uh-huh.
to?
Okay,
So that I
so
can actually try to prepare for the weakness and just try to end it.
one of them is a war chief right now. He's level 26. He's called Maku the Funny. Okay? He is sickly, so which means he's heavily damaged by poison. So if you poison him too much, he can actually quickly die by it. And he's beast fodder, which means he's heavily damaged by beast attacks, which is funny because he's a beast master and he calls a fucking Grog to the fight, and he has a Category pack. So this means that literally there's so much that you could use against him. Becomes temporarily dazed when his rage wears off, and he has quivering, dazed by the sight of enraged enemies. He's damaged by ranged attacks, damaged by executions, and damaged by fire. Um, this is what he has. His bonuses are Epic Grog Call, summons a Grog to fight alongside him, Cursed Weapon, Category Pack, and a Beast Slayer, extremely lethal against the Beast of Mordor. Advanced class, at 1 with the creatures of Mordor, Beast will not attack him, which is Beastmaster. Bestial Roar utters a beastly roar that calls categories to battle, heals allied beasts, and compels them to attack his target. Remember how I told you, like, if you have beast against a beastmaster, that's the stupidest thing to do because they can. That's what I meant. With that bestial roar, he can compel them to attack his target, meaning that he basically makes them fight for him with that one roar. Um, he's also a category tamer, so he can convert enemy categories into friendly categories. Try bonus, Hail of Bolts, because he's a marauder, he uses 2 crossbows at once to fire a hail of stunning bolts at opponents. So it's just like, and then like you're basically gonna be hurt like hell. And he has a class bonus. He has a crossbow, so he's an archer class bonus. Attacks from ranged with a crossbow. His hates, which means that this is what's gonna piss him off and make him go into rage mode. Enraged by pinning, and which means if you shoot an arrow into his leg, that's a pin. And Bestial Frenzy becomes enraged after he kills a beast. He is immune to curse and vigilant against stealth, so which means stealth doesn't work on him. Don't try it. Alright, and as for the other one, he's more of a joyride. You're gonna like him, my opinion. You're gonna like him. He's damaged by executions, damaged by fire, and damaged by stealth attacks. He becomes dazed by execution attacks, which means he has a fear of execution, and he's dazed by stealth, becomes dazed after stealth attacks. He is also heavily damaged by beast attacks, so he's beast fodder. He summons a Grog to fight alongside him, Epic Grog Call. He has a poison weapon. Gang of Defenders leads a group of defenders. So defenders are basically the shield dudes and the pikes. So be careful with them. Category Rider. He's able to ride any nearby category, often starts battle already mounted on a category. Beast Slayer, extremely lethal against the Beast of Mordor. Because he's also a Beastmaster, he has at once with the creatures of men, he has the Bestial Roar, he has Category Tamer. Now this is where it changes from the other guy. He's not a Marauder, he's a Dark person. So he has the Tri bonus, Dark Strikes. Uses deadly curved blades to deal a series of quick, brutal strikes. Prepare to counter several fast attacks. Meaning that if you don't press these buttons fast enough, you're basically losing a quarter of your health bar. Okay?
Okay, so basically, don't.
He's a warrior, so he has a frontline attacker. So he doesn't have a shield, he doesn't have spears, he doesn't have crossbow, he doesn't have 2 axes. No, he just has 1 weapon, and that's it. That's all he has. So he's just like regular attacker, troops, and everything. He's haunted, so he becomes enraged at the sight of a shadow strike. So when you get the ability to do shadow square, where you can like teleport across the fucking map with 1 arrow and then fucking immediately execute somebody, or hit them with a fucking triangle, so that way you basically hit them with a, just don't do it with him because it doesn't work. And he's also immune to ranged attacks, so he's arrow proof.
Another worm licker, really?
You know what that means when they're worm lickers, right?
No.
So you know the worms that you be getting information off of?
Mm-hmm.
It means that he brands
Humiliation.
them. Oh, that means he won't finish you. He won't kill you. He won't like finish you off. He's gonna keep letting you come back up. And if a captain does that to you, understand if you own captains on your side, it being humiliated is a big no-no because it means that you've been given a second chance to live, and so your captains that you branded and own will look at you as a very weak individual because of the fact that you've been humiliated. So you should never let a captain try to humiliate you. You gotta look at the details of a captain. If he has the humiliation factor, don't you better never let him beat your down. Never let him beat you down. Never. Make sure you kill him, and make sure you do it all in one try. You make sure that happens. Otherwise, your captains will look at you as weak, and they will. Remember how I told you, if they look at you as if you're weak, they're gonna betray you. So don't don't ever let a captain betray you. I mean, don't ever let a captain humiliate you. That's basically the whole point. Um, so yeah, now you know the weaknesses of these captains. They're not hard. They're not very the best, but in your where you are right now in the game, they're good enough for you. See what I'm saying? Especially considering the fact that they can fucking call in Grogs to fight for
Hold
you.
up. I got Bruise the Chopper back talking. What the fuck does this dude want?
Oh no, no, remember, he's trying to teach you. He's gonna teach you. So whenever you're about to kill a captain or something, he's gonna say, no, don't kill him. Make him your bitch. You know?
Yeah,
Hey,
I
now
just
that's a
did that
nice
to two
sport,
of
you
them.
know?
The dude that just humiliated me,
You should have
and
you should have held circle and branded him, and then made him your bitch.
I did.
Ah, now there's another Nate factor that you can do. You can make that guy your bodyguard, which is Bruce is gonna tell you about that. He's like, oh, nice. You got a nice captain there. You should make him your bodyguard now.
But I don't want a bodyguard right now.
Oh no, 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 no. They're
No, it
very
just
much
made me
use.
do it.
I know. What I'm trying to tell you is they're very useful. Um, so you remember how you said that you got saved by by a dude, right?
Yeah.
So you remember how that guy humiliated you? That's the part where you got that last chance of survivals before you get killed off, right? Um, Basically, if that happens, right, and say you don't have any more last chances, right? Because you have a bodyguard, that bodyguard will come to save you in that last moment of chance. But that's only a 50-50 chance. So having a bodyguard is like one of the best things to have because it essentially means you have a captain that's going to watch your back, and if you're about to die, or if you're in that last chance mode, he'll show up and he'll fucking like either kill the captain or beat him up and like knock him off of you so that way you can get back up. So just remember, it's like it's like it's like basically like I don't know how to explain it, but it's like being saved by like a fucking beautiful sack of shit that you're gonna love. You're gonna be like, you you saved me. You you lovable sack of shit.
Okay, so he just told me to send somebody to wipe the floor with. I almost wonder. No, he's epic. He's normal. What happens if
Who?
I send, like, one of my guy? Never mind. None of my guys are strong enough. I need to figure out the levels of these other.
All right. Another thing to do. Do me a favor. Press
Hold
to your
on.
army real quick. Oh, it's to teach you how to upgrade your captains and give them certain abilities that you want them to have. This is what I was talking about. Like, don't spend too much on upgrading captains. This is how you can upgrade them. I'm going to teach you how to do that real quick. So let me know when you pressed on the army button and you're looking at the army again.
Yeah, I just made one of the two I did go to attack Killer.
Yeah. Make sure you know the weaknesses of your captains because you can get them killed. Be careful about that. You don't want to get him killed. You just got him. He will save your life in dire need of situation. Let me know when you're looking at the army again.
I'm looking at it.
Okay, now go to one of your allied captains, not Bruise the Chopper, please. And you're going to see this button called Command. Press the command. Now you're going to see Make My Bodyguard, Training Orders, or Details. You're going to press Training Orders. Okay? Did you do that?
Yeah.
Okay, now this is the upgrade screen. See how it costs you money? Look at the bottom left. You see that one? Legendary Training. Upgrades a follower to Legendary. 20,000.
Uh-huh. I see it.
So, if you ever want to make a captain legendary, you can make him legendary, let him die, and bang, you got legendary gear because he was a legendary captain. See what I'm saying? So, this is why I said, like, it's a lot easier of a process. There are other abilities. Basically, the top half are regular abilities. So that means that these abilities, you can level them up, you can give them dire category, you can make them go back to the garrison, which is all the way on the top left. You can give them a fire weapon, a poison weapon, or a cursed weapon, and then you can also have a group of followers following them, and you can choose specifically which one, like a gang of Ologs, savages, defenders, hunters, crossbowmen, or warriors, right? And
Okay, so I have a question for you.
Uh-huh.
Would it be worth spending 500 real quick to up this dude's level by 5 to hopefully ensure the kill on this level 12? Because they're both level 12.
Yeah, it would be. Because a higher level does more damage to a lower level, always.
So go ahead and upgrade him by 5 levels.
Yeah, but that's up to you. I just want to say, do you know if the enemy captain has a weakness towards curse, poison, or fire?
I don't. I have to gain intel on him.
Okay, so before you even do the leveling, I'm pretty sure, did you do it or no?
I leveled him by 5, yes.
Okay, alright.
But it was only 500 money.
Yeah, I know, it's not that much. So basically what I want to say is that top half area, that won't upgrade their status to epic or legendary at all. Now
Yeah,
the bottom
I
half of the
figured
area,
that much.
now the bottom half of the area is a whole different story. If you do anything other than the legendary training, that'll make a captain turn into epic. Okay?
Okay.
So that means if you pick any of these things on the bottom area, that makes a captain turn into an epic captain.
Should I give him a gang?
Yes, because it's very useful. Remember, I always told you they're very useful. If you want his gang to be super aggressive and be on top of the enemy captain like 100% of the time, that's a savage gang. Those are the guys with the dual wielding axes. They just go up to you and they start, going ham wombo combo on you. Defenders are more of protective. They're more gonna have a better chance of surviving because they have shields and they're a lot harder to beat up. Unless if the person's an Olog, Ologs are the only ones who can get past these defender gangs. And an Olog gang can get beat up by spears. So be careful. Spears can do a lot of damage to Ologs because they're big fat targets. Spears generally are like high DPS ranged, while crossbows are very accurate ranged, but low DPS. Okay?
Well, it looks like I gave him axe guy or savages. It looks like because they have the red on their armor, but
yeah, no, it doesn't matter. They're gonna have blue because you own that captain.
Well, I get that, but what I was trying to say is looking at the picture, because you know how you have the 3 of them.
Yeah.
I went with the far left instead of the middle or the right, because I didn't realize that I could give them Ologs.
Yeah, O-logs are typically the most expensive because O-logs are like, you know, they're fucking huge motherfuckers. And besides, anyways, if you did the O-log gang, that would only give him 2 O-logs compared to the Savage gang where he gets four Savages. If you do the Defender gang, he gets 4 Defenders. If you give him the Spears, then he gets 5 Spear dudes. If you give him the Crossbows, he gets 5 Crossbow dudes. And if you give him the Warrior gang, he gets 4 of those. So mind you, the ranged are always going to be more. You'll get more of them, but like understand the 2 O-logs are basically worth like 18 of fucking Savages.
Okay, so I just revealed the guy I'm sending him after
Uh huh.
to get his vulnerabilities. His vulnerabilities is vulnerable to stealth, soft target, fear of pinning, damage by execution, damage by beast, and damage by poison. So I should give him a poison weapon.
Exactly. Now you know to give your captain a poison weapon, but also take a look at your captain. Is he immune to poison? Does he have no poison immunities at all? And I'm talking
Okay.
about your captain, not the enemy captain, yours.
Okay, my immunities is so he has the epic trait Gang of Elite Hunters, Advanced Class Tracker, Trapper, Tribe Bonus, Warmonger class bonus Defender Shield,
Go all the way to the left, all the way
and
to the
he's
left. It should show
haunted.
the
There's
immunities.
nothing there.
Immunities.
There's
Oh,
zero.
okay, so then this is what you're gonna have to do. You can give your follower the poison weapon, but understand that means your follower can also get poisoned by it as well. If he hits somebody and that somebody just pukes on him or gets close to him and touches him a little bit, and then he can get poisoned too, and then he'll start throwing up. So it becomes an issue. A way to stop that, go down to the epic training again, and go to the right. You're gonna see that there's something called Fire Master, Poison Master, and Curse Master. Master, whenever you think of Master, means more damage, and his allies do that damage as well. Now keep going to the right. There's gonna be called Warder. Warder means whenever you think of Warder, it means that they take less of this type of damage. So you want to give your captain something called the Poison Warder. Grants a follower resistance to poison damage dealt to himself and nearby allies. So that way he takes less damage of poison, and you can give him the poison weapon right after, so that way your captain can still dish out that poison damage, but he won't get hurt too much by the poison. See what I'm saying? So it allows him a better chance of survival. But that's up to you. Like I said.
Well, I would much rather this guy like be able to stomp a mud hole in this guy than
Oh yeah, yeah. And also, by the way, if you've given your captain the poison weapon already, that means that his elite gang, because you picked an elite gang, if I was correct, the elite gang of savages, right?
I believe so. Yes.
Okay, so because you gave him an elite gang, that gang literally has poison weapons as well, and they can also perform some of the abilities that he can do. So, example, like, you know that Marauder Hail of Bolt shit? You remember the Marauder Hail of
Yeah.
Bolts? Yeah, that means that that gang, they can do that too. They'll get like random abilities that the captain can do. So it's kind of neat. It's kind of really kind of cool to see like regular soldiers actually being able to do what the captain can do. Because it's like, oh, holy hell, he gonna be able to whoop that ass, you know? So there you go. Now you learned a lot more. Now you can do a lot more, and now you can enjoy yourself a lot more, whooping ass. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Now, was I right or was I wrong that dominating captains is twice as much more fun than it is to actually having to kill them all the time?
I don't know. I kind of enjoy killing them.
I'm gonna say this right now. I'm gonna say this right now. You think enjoying to kill them is fun? Watch when you get to the pit fights. Oh my God! When Bruise the Chopper shows you about the pit fights, oh, bro, mon ami, you're gonna be in love. You're gonna be in love with the pit fights. You remember when I showed you the pit fight?
Yeah.
Yeah. You get to just sit there and watch them fight to the death. Hey, you want to grab a snack real quick? Go grab a snack while you start a pit fight. Let them fight to the death for your entertainment and your soldiers' entertainment. so that way they don't lose in trust in you. Because mind you, pit fights are very key because it bolsters and it helps improve. So if your captain wins, he not only levels up, he can get another perk, he can gain an immunity, he can gain what's it? He can get a lot of shit. He can get rid of a weakness as well. And on top of this all, he's gonna always gain levels from this. But be careful if you don't check the details of the opponent. Sometimes you'll get a level 80 or you'll get a high level fucking enemy that can whoop that ass. Okay.
Okay, so I have a question. So I just started one of my death threats,
Mm-hmm.
and I can't seem to find the guys I'm supposed to be killing. Like, they're not popping up in yellow. Wait, nope, there they are. I see them. They're just hella deep
Mm-hmm.
inside this fortress.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
It,
God.
it be like that, bro. It be like that. That's why I told you death threats ain't always the funnest. Oh, and by the way, that bodyguard, don't let him die. Do not let him die. He is a key role. Unless you turned off the bodyguard, then that would be very good too. And just have like a bunch of soldiers instead of having a bodyguard. Because
I don't have anybody following me, so...
no, 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 no. He's not gonna follow you. It's right on the D-pad to summon the soldiers or the bodyguard. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah,
So you
so
remember
I
how you summon
control
the
if he's
beast?
going to even be engaging.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to tell you is you can turn that off by going to the character real quick. So go to the character before you even continue your fight, and go all the way down to story slot area, right? And go to the right until you see the part that says call followers, right? And it's right above it was the active bodyguard. You can turn it off, but like I said, you kind of want to keep it just in case if like that enemy captain that you're about to go vendetta against, if he like downs you and he's about to kill you, that bodyguard can save your life. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like, I wasn't planning on deactivating it. Like, if I need him, I'll call him in. I just...
Oh no, 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 no! Don't even call him in. Just let him come in whenever you're about to almost die. That man will save your fucking life. He'll even kill the enemy captain sometimes. Not always guaranteed, but sometimes. And if he does, oh my god, bro, it'd be a lifesaver sometimes. It'd be like, bro, you fucking saved my life. Holy shit, I thought I was gonna die. Like, yeah, I got you. It'd be one of those moments. Bro, bro, I can't even stress enough of how many times one of my own captains saved my life in the middle of almost dying. Like, it'd be one of those moments where I'd be like, come on, no, I can't die here. And then all of a sudden, I got you, I got you, I got you, motherfucker. Like, oh my god, I fucking love you. You fat sack of shit, I fucking love you. Alright, well, so I'm gonna unplug my mic because I'm gonna use the restroom.
An impressive kill, but it won't keep.
Hello?
Yep, I'm here.
Okay, cool. Um, so, I'm glad I was able to give you sufficient amount of information.
I can't stealth attack this guy because he's mortally...
Dickable. I know, he's mortally dickable.
Well, I was like, okay, I'll start it by stealth attack. Yeah, that's a bad idea.
Yeah. Oh, and also, Uruks, you remember how in Mordor they were enslaving humans? You remember that?
Yeah.
Well, Uruks also enslave each other. Some Uruks are deemed unworthy or they are punished by becoming slaves. And those are the ones with the little eye over their head, on their forehead. And they wear no armor. They don't wear shoulder pads or anything. They're just wearing like loincloth around their fucking thing, and you'll see them always working with one of the guards, like watching over them. Like one warrior or a defender watching over them 24/7. So you're gonna see a lot of that. That's inbred slavery basically, because they're literally enslaving each other.
Haha. Recruit.
Ah, so you're recruiting captains left and right, eh? So you're starting to enjoy it, aren't you?
Hey, I mean, it's entertaining.
I mean, I'll tell you one thing. The pit fights are way more entertaining. And besides, you know, the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Yeah, apparently, like, I've already taken over, technically, 4?
Okay, so go to your siege upgrades and assign a captain to one of the fucking things over there in the siege upgrade, and then you're gonna see 3 new things show up that you can buy. Make sure you have enough money. I hope you didn't spend too much on upgrading captains.
I have 7,000.
Damn, you're broke as fuck.
Hunter host is bolstered with hunters who hurl jagged spears, are especially deadly to beasts. Defender host, shield-bearing
They
heavy
have
infantry that can help capture victory points
so
faster.
so so what you want to think about this is the savage host is literally like your DPS, okay? The defender hosts are tanks, and your hunter hosts are literally like anti-beast.
Okay, but my point here is, which one do I go with?
Since this is your first one, I recommend defender host, so that way that you have an army that will survive longer.
Should I buy both the DPS and the defender so I can just fluctuate? Or
No,
no?
because you can only choose one. That's the thing. And
Okay.
like when you start a siege, meaning that when you invade a fortress, only one can stay active during the entire fight. But understand, like, you can fluctuate later on if you plan to attack like another fortress, or you know you lose the Nurnen fortress and you plan to take it back, and you know say they have like, you know, maybe a hunter host, right? You could grab savage host to counter it. See what I'm saying? So like for now, just stick with the defender host because you don't want to waste extra money on trying to buy upgrades in the siege. For now, you want to make it count. So you have Olog High and defender host, correct?
Yep.
Okay, now you're going to your third one. What is the
I have to
do
be
you have
level
a third?
20.
Okay, so get to level 20 and then go do that. And then after that, you can attack the Fortress of Nurnen. So don't do your quest. Just try to level up. Try to keep attacking captains. Do whatever you gotta do to level up. Brand them. Um, Go to the pits. If you go to your map real quick, open up your map by pressing on the pad of your PlayStation controller. Do you see like two skulls hitting each other and it's orange circle?
Well, it looks like Bruce is talking to me about the pits.
Ah, yes, beautiful. He's talking to you
Infiltrating
about a good thing.
spies.
Oh yes, infiltrating spies. You can make an ally captain spy against a war chief, and if you have more than one, and like all the captains that work for that war chief are yours, you can make them betray him. And if you get rid of a war chief, it means that the defenses of that fortress will go down. So any of the upgrades that they have will disappear. Because you killed that war chief, essentially.
Well, I'm on my way to Ashgarn the Beheader, which is an epic guy, level 18, to fight him and
Okay.
take him over.
Alright, but hold on. Before you do that, okay, so open up the map by pressing the pad on your controller. Mind you, it'll pause the world, so you never have to worry about getting attacked in mid-world while you're looking at the map or anything like that, or looking at your army or character. It'll pause that all. It'll freeze the time. Um, okay, so if you go look over to one of your blue eyeballs, I'm assuming that you got all the Hadirs, correct? The giant towers with the eyeballs on them?
No, I think I only have one or two of them in this area.
Alright, do you have the one in the middle
Yes.
of the map? Okay, to the right of that, you see the little
Yeah.
orange circles with two skulls? Those are
Well, it's
called...
a blue circle.
It's a blue circle?
Yep, Mug Deathbone must defeat an enemy captain to prove himself and become a spy.
Oh, yes, then that's the pit fight.
But I'm
You
almost
want to
thinking
go...
I want to use this level 18 epic guy over Mug, which is why...
Well, no, you've already chosen Mug, so you have to do Mug first. So do Mug, and then after that, those are the pit fights. You can literally keep putting captains in there and get them stronger. Remember what I told you, how captains can, like, adapt and eventually get other perks for free? This is the place to do so. The pit fights. You keep putting your captain in pit fights, he will eventually get better to the point where he can literally have maybe, oh no, he's a common captain. All of a sudden he gets an epic perk. Now he's an epic captain. Why? Because you put him in the pit fights and he won a bunch of fights. See what I'm saying?
Yep.
So right now Mug is about to fight another captain in
Can I
order
use
to...
the one dude? What's his face?
Bruce?
Yeah.
Nah, Bruce don't do that.
Oh, so he works for me, but he's just like, no, I pick what I work for.
Well, because there's a thing that he's gonna do, and it's. Let me just say this right now. You thought Ratbag was bad? At least Ratbag was loyal to the very end.
Oh, so this fucker's going to betray me.
I'm not gonna spoil anything. Like
Well,
I
you
said,
already did by saying that.
I mean, yeah, but you know what I mean.
I mean...
And I'm gonna say this right now, Bruce does it in the worst way possible. He literally does it in, like, the worst possible...
Is he going to turn all my captains against me?
Oh, no, it's even worse. It's even worse than that. you're gonna be pissed. You gonna be pissed. I'm gonna tell you that right now. You probably will be. You will hate this man to the ends of Earth.
Okay, Bold Shield Master, which is the one I upgraded to take on Runk Drake Killer.
Okay. Now listen, Wrong Drake Killer. Listen. Anybody who you send as a to try to infiltrate as a spy, you will always be able to look at the army. Look at your go look at your captain, right? The captain that you sent in there to fight, and it'll show a little red line going to one of the unknown captains or a captain that you did discover, and that means that that captain's gonna have to fight him to get a chance to be able to be a spy or a bodyguard for a war chief. So you can find out what the weaknesses of that enemy captain is and be like, okay, you know, but understand if you kill that captain, right? Before your guy fights him in the pit, then your guy is going to fight another captain instead of that guy. Understand? So do not try to kill captains that they will be facing in the pit in order to become a bodyguard for a war chief. Don't do it, because it's just like it makes the process longer. You know what I mean? And you could possibly even get a worse type of captain instead of the captain that you got now. You know, one that can actually counter your captain. So it's like a dick move, basically.
Well, I literally just, yeah, I'm trying to think of what the fuck I'm trying to say now.
What'd you do? What'd you do? Did you just kill this captain that he was about to fight?
Yes.
Is that what you just did? Bruh.
Well, I helped him kill him.
Was it in the pit fight or was it not outside the pit?
It was me sending him to kill this captain.
No, because that that makes it where now he's not longer doing the infiltration spy mission. Now he's just gonna go after that captain.
No. So, you remember how earlier I was upgrading the one dude to go after another dude?
Mm-hmm.
I just did that quest.
Oh, okay. But the guy who you put into the pit fight.
He's still waiting for me to go activate the quest.
Okay, so what I'm trying to say to you is, remember, it's a three quest timer, just like any of the other quests, side quest things. Go to your army real quick. Go look at him. The captain who you put into the pit fight, who's about to do that quest to become the war chief's little trusty little guy.
Okay.
Now is there a red line connected to any other captain that you don't know about or anything like that, or you do know about?
Yes.
Okay. Now you want to gain intel on that captain so you know if your captain is going to be able to win that fight or if he's not going to be able to win that fight. So that way you can come more prepared for that fight. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like example, like say like the enemy captain has like fire and your captain is highly susceptible to fire, then you want to give him fire warder so that way he can survive that fight and possibly even win that fight. It's just to better your chances. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do not kill the enemy captain because it will cancel out the infiltration spy mission, and you possibly can even get someone worse to fight. So which means that it will, like, trust me, I learned that lesson the hard way. I killed the captain, right? And guess what? And I was like level 20 something, right? Guess what? A whole nother captain that was level 63 decided to take his spot and fight my captain. And my captain got obliterated. You don't want to fight a level 63. You really don't. You will get your ass handed to you. That is like your worst nightmare coming true. Because that man will literally just go ahead and mop the floor with you. Your damage output compared to a level 63 captain is like a baby smacking you as a grown adult. It won't hurt. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
So just try to learn information and help your captain be better prepared for the fight. And if your captain doesn't have a gang, give him a gang, because gangs always help in pit fights. Gangs will always be able to help in a pit fight. Other captains, on the other hand, cannot be in a pit fight to help your captain fight another captain. Only gangs are allowed to be in a pit fight, even if they're blood brothers or not. Blood brothers essentially means that two captains really like each other and they consider themselves blood brothers, they were born together. That means that they like literally are like family. So it's like if you and me were blood brothers, and someone attacks you, I'm gonna show up, and I'm gonna beat them up, and I'm gonna help you beat them up. If someone attacks me, you're gonna help me beat that person up, and you're gonna beat them up. You see what I'm saying? So blood brothers kind of look out for each other a lot. They're captains who are really susceptible to each other, and essentially whenever you attack one of them, the other one shows up. If you kill one of them, the other one will immediately show up and be like, you killed my brother, I'm coming back for vengeance. Like, he'll come back as a revenge vendetta. So captains can also have revenge vendettas against you or another captain. So just remember that. If you ever try to capture a captain that has a blood brother, and you kill his brother, 9 times out of 10, the captain that you captured will end up betraying you because you killed his blood brother. Understand?
Vaguely, yeah.
So if me and you were brothers.
No, I get what you're saying. I just...
Yeah, like if me and you were brothers, and say Lucian kills me, you're gonna hate Lucian because I was your brother. See what I'm saying? You're gonna go after him. Am I right or am I wrong?
Well,
you see what I'm trying to...
I mean...
I mean, I'm just saying if Lucian wasn't your friend and all that stuff, like, I'm just giving an example. I'm just putting it in terms where you know the person and, like, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's essentially the same way with the orcs and the Ologs. And trust me, even Ologs can be brothers with orcs, which I don't know how the fuck that works, because Ologs are born by females, while fucking orcs are literally manufactured in a goddamn fucking place. I don't know how the hell can an Olog and an orc be blood brothers unless they do consider themselves to be very great friends, or they really like each other, they've helped each other, they struggled together, or some sort of shit. That's the only way I only see that shit happening. But yeah.
Yes.
What happened? Your captain won the pit fight?
No, I recruited the guy I was trying to recruit.
Oh, okay. Alright, that's nice. Alright, so now that you have the infiltration spy mission, you can replace the other one with the new guy if you want, but it's best to just do it right after you do the first one, so that way it's just better. Anyways.
Yeah, I need to actually go gain intel on Muggs.
Muggs' opponent?
Yeah.
Yeah, go do that. That's very important. Like I said, you want to know if he's going to be able to beat your captain, or if he can exploit one of the weaknesses of your captain, and if your captain will be able to win that fight against him or not. You know, poison weapons, curse weapons, fire weapons usually typically make a big role in that. So that's why I wanted to teach you about the training orders as soon as possible, because that plays the biggest key role in the game. Could you imagine if I just let you go ahead and just keep learning it on your own? You would have been hella pissed. You would have been like, bruh, why didn't you teach me that I could have upgraded my captains? Because I thought you didn't need to know that. You would have been pissed. You would have probably lost like 6 or 7 captains before you finally figured it out. You would have worked all that hard work to just capture captains. And
Motherfucker, I have enhanced speed.
You mean elven agility, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Kuga the Forsworn.
Oh, that's the opponent
Mortally
of the...
flammable. Heavily
So what you...
damaged by beasts, damaged by
Okay.
ranged attacks, damaged by execution, damaged by stealth attacks. His bonuses are sniper shot. Fuck.
Uh-huh.
Advanced class to marksman is a specialized in range combat who sees farther, fires with increased accuracy, and does additional damage. And B-style frenzy. Okay, so I don't think Home Dude is going to stand a hope in hell against my
Now,
guy.
my question is, okay, so take a look at your guy. Are any of the strengths of the opponent or anything that he's capable of doing exploit any of the weaknesses of your character? Your
mortally vulnerable to stealth, damaged by ranged attacks, damaged by
okay, so
executions, damaged by
okay,
beasts.
don't worry about damages, because damages means that he can just be hurt by that. That's it. Now, if he was arrow proof, then that means the ranged attacks would have disappeared. If he was beast proof, that means that the beast attacks would have never done anything. That's all it means.
However, I should upgrade his poison from poison to fire.
Exactly, but the question is, does your guy have immunity to fire?
That's what I'm looking at now. Poison weapon, gang of warriors, advanced
Oh,
class,
he has a gang
heavily
of...
armored fighters that withstand immense damage.
Okay. Hold up. Instead of just looking through it little by little, remember this whenever you're looking
He's
at Captain's
fireproof.
details. Okay, cool. But remember this. Remember this real quick, so that way you know where all this stuff is. All the way to the left is immunities. The next one is the rage, which is the angry face. The shield is immunities, so this is something that protects the people. The shield with the two axes are just the class information, so what kind of person is this person and what kind of things can he do. And then the plus health means that these are the bonus perks. These are extras that this person has. So the plus symbol means extras, bonuses. The shield with the two axes symbol means that what kind of person is he? The angry face goblin looking motherfucker means that what will piss him off, and the shield means that these are what he's immune to. This is what he cannot ever be hurt by. Okay, so it's an easier way to understand what you want to know what it looks like. You know what I mean? Just understanding the symbols will allow you to just not have to go looking through, oh, what are these bonuses? What are these class traits? Where's the immunities? When it's actually all the way to the left. See what I'm saying? So that way you can quickly look faster instead of wasting your time of, looking through all the details when you could have just known where it was, which is all the way to the left. See what I mean?
Yep. However, so I just gave him a fire weapon and enhanced the damage that he does with fire.
So you gave him Fire Master.
Yep.
You should have given him an elite gang, so that way his gang does fire damage instead. That would have helped him better.
No, let's see.
Now you see what I'm saying? You gotta think. The elite gang is always going to be better than the Fire Master stuff. You never want to get the Fire Master, Poison Master, or Curse Master. Never get that kind of stuff because it's useless. Essentially, it's not always going to be useful. What is always going to be useful is if your whole gang has it, your whole gang can do a lot more with it than anyone else can. So...
He has an elite gang, too. And now I'm broke, officially, so...
No. You can only have one epic trait. The only people who can have more than one epic trait and can have two epic traits are legendaries. Is your captain a legendary?
No, he's epic.
Okay, so that means that got rid of the Fire Master perk. See what I'm saying?
Well, I'd rather him have a fire or an elite gang, so...
That way they have fire weapons too, and they can also do what he does and beat the crap out of your opponent's captain. All right, so now go to the pit fight and enjoy the show.
The show, dude, it's gonna be a massacre.
Nah, it's a show. You might as well get yourself some popcorn, a soda. You know, just get ready for it. Get ready. Tell your viewers to be ready too. You know, it's gonna be a fun one.
Well, I'm gonna have to start a new stream before I go to it.
Oh, you didn't even start the stream?
No, I've been in a stream for the last hour. How the hell?
Oh, okay.
I
was
really
about to
hate
say.
trying to figure out these puzzles, dude.
What puzzles? Oh, you mean the poems?
No, where you have to sit there and move the artifact with the spider in the middle of it to make the image.
Oh, you mean Shelob's memories?
Yeah.
Those aren't artifacts. Those are memories of Shelob that you can collect, so that way you know about her past and where she's coming from. Because she was one of those characters that you just assumed she was part of the Lord of the Rings, but she's really never hinted on it. And in the movie Lord of the Rings, there's a couple characters that talk about how Shelob is like one of the worst kinds of things, and you know she's a manipulator. But really, that was because early in the wars, she basically helped the Dark Lord. All right, but the Dark Lord had abandoned her and left her to fight on her own. And literally just because the fact that just because for one reason and one reason only, because he thought that she was a liability because she had feelings, right? And so this was the thing that happened. Shelob ended up falling in love with the Dark Lord. The Dark Lord, in return for her love and appreciation of feelings for him, he didn't like the fact that she had feelings. You know? He wanted her to be a cold killing machine. That's what he loves. Right? And just because of that, this is what he did. And you know, to name, you know, just what I'm saying. He literally gone ahead and he sent. So you remember the rings of power and how they were given to kings?
Yeah, he sent the wraiths after.
No. They weren't wraiths yet. They were still in their human forms, like their body, you know, human forms, I should say. You know, when I say human forms, understand that they're not all humans. There were also other people.
Dwarves,
but,
elves.
You know, yeah, basically is what I'm saying. That they were still in their mortal forms, I should say. That's a better way to say it. And because she had a feelings for him, and she admitted it to him, instead of the Dark Lord returning feelings back, he was scared that she was going to become a liability for the fact that she had love for him. So he sent armies using the rings of power to control the kings and the kings that he took over, their minds, and he made them send armies against her, and she literally killed them and went into hiding after that. All because she was in love with him.
I hurt.
Why?
Because
Because you think you have a broken hip and you won't go to the doctor?
Where's that stupid fucker?
Probably out front. Alright guys, we've reached an hour. I'm going to end this one and we're going to pick it up with a fresh one.